This is day one of my 10 straight days at work. I'm in the parking lot right now, about to head in. And the reason why it's 10 straight days is because normally I'm 3 on, 4 off, but I picked up an overtime mission and then my next shift starts. So it's 10 days in a row. Normally don't like to pick up overtime missions, but we have a Disneyland trip coming up next month. So I was like, I'll get a big fat paycheck and I'll be good for next month. Hopefully, if I get paid, the government is shut down right now and we're federal firefighters, so we're not getting paid right now, and hopefully I'll get a paycheck by next month, but it'll work out. The cool thing about federal firefighters is we support the military, so instead of, like, we'll support our local towns and everything, but our main focus is the military bases. So wherever they go, whatever they need to do, we'll go help out. I will be on an EOD mission, and that is they go out to the shooting ranges and they clear out any unexploded ordnances. And you just hang out there, make sure they don't blow themselves up, because what they're doing is clearing out bombs so the maintenance guys can go and make sure that they don't get blown up as well. They replace the targets or do maintenance on the targets, whatever they need to do, that those workers are safe. So we're making sure that they don't get hurt, and we're basically just standing by. Whatever they need to do, wherever they need to go, we'll go with them. It's a pretty cool mission. We're out there in the middle of the desert in the sand dunes. Nothing I'm recording or saying is anything top secret or anything like that. You can see it from Google Maps. It's just middle of the desert, blowing up targets, and they just go and make sure that it's safe. So should be fun mission. I'm probably not going to do a lot of videos talking like this because I'm going to have a partner. I'm the EMT on the ambulance, and then we'll have a paramedic partner with me, and I'm working towards the advanced EMT. We'll get there someday. Man, these tests are hard, especially when you have a newborn baby. It is so hard to study at home. So I try to do a lot of my studying here at work. Maybe paramedic someday too. So it'll be fun. I'll get a lot of knowledge from him, and we'll just be riding around in the side-by-sides or four-wheelers, whatever they have us do. And when I'm not on the EOD missions, I'll be here on shift, normal shift duties. So if I'm on a fire truck, I'll be doing that. Or if I'm on the ambulance, I'll do that. Go out to calls. When I am on the EOD mission, I will come back, clean the trucks, do our reports, paperwork, and then go out again the next day. So I'll try to go home if I can on my overtime days when they're done for the day, if they allow me. If not, then I'm just planning for 10 straight days. But I don't like to have my girlfriend home with the baby that long, especially a newborn. That's rough on her. So if I can go home at nighttime and help during the night, then I will. And then I'll just be back the next day. So we'll see. Right now I'm gonna go into work and we'll do truck checkouts and to the shooting range. Wish me luck. finally made it home. Wasn't a bad shift. Had a lot of fun riding out there in the dunes. And that's pretty much what you're gonna expect from an EOD mission. Standing by, standing back, letting them do their thing, and making sure they don't blow themselves up. So it was pretty cool, and just something you can expect if you are considering being a federal firefighter versus a state firefighter. You know, state guys, they probably see a little bit more action. You got car crashes and a lot of dense people if you're especially in a dense populated area. So you might see a little bit more action, and they also most of the time will work 2 days on, 4 days off. Whereas my department, I work 3 days on, 4 days off. You also don't get as much action because if you think about it, you know, we're on a military base and everyone's safe. Everyone has rules, they're all soldiers or stuff like that. You drive slower. You're just not gonna see that much stuff. But the cool part is you do see unique things, like to go on cool EOD missions or other missions, or see fighter jets, or depending on what military base you're on, you can see cool stuff like that. And another huge advantage of being a federal firefighter versus a state firefighter is I can pretty much go anywhere I want. If I want to go to Nevada or California, my federal retirement system is still intact. It's not going to restart. And correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but if I have my Utah retirement as a Utah state firefighter and I want to move to California, that I'm pretty sure resets and you have to start all over if I wanted to switch to a different state, unless they have some kind of deal where they will transfer your retirement over there or honor the amount of years you've served. For the most part, I think you just have to start all over in the California retirement system. So something to consider there. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Another thing to consider is I can go anywhere in the US. That's what I did in Hawaii. I was a wildland firefighter. I'm still contributing to my federal retirement as a wildland firefighter in Hawaii. Now I'm a structural firefighter in Utah. It doesn't change. But another thing to consider is if I wanted to even go to Germany or a place where they have a military base across the world, I could go there and it still contributes to my retirement. So I think that that's a really cool and unique perk. You get to work alongside the military and see cool stuff. Whereas if you're a state guy, you're just limited to your town that you're in. So just something to consider. The pay is kind of similar. Apparently we work more, but they're like, well, we get more money because we're working overtime more. So I don't really see a difference. I feel like we're getting paid a lot less and we work more. Yeah, something to consider. I've always stuck with the federal side. I've had a part-time state firefighting job and I see a lot more action on that part-time state job. So pros and cons, just whatever you're looking for, just something to consider. And I had a lot of fun on this overtime mission. I think we're about to go to a pumpkin patch now. It's beautiful fall weather outside right now. I've got a view of this pond behind me and the leaves are turning and it's just awesome. So it's one of my favorite parts about Utah is all the colors are changing. So hope you enjoyed the video and catch you next time.